Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put a little stocking cap, which when we glaze this guy, we'll glaze it red and white with stripes. So what we're going to do, push it aside for a second, take some more clay. I'm going to cheat here because I know he's looking a little off center, so the hat's going to come down like this. It's going to come in and touch and come down like that. So it will actually attach it to the back of his head here. It'll come down, the long part of the hat will come down and touch down here, and it'll help support him. Pull myself out a coil. Keep in mind that this coil is his hat. Alright, so there's his hat. We're going to use my needle tool here and cut this off. We don't want it too long. So there's his hat. In this case, I want a kind of a definite margin here where the hat would touch his head. I'm just doing this is actually a pinch pot again, but a really weird looking one. Okay, I'm pinching the pot in front, so I've made a little shallow depression here, which should fit right on the back of his head and come down like this. That's what his little hat will do. So now we're going to dip that in the water. I'm supporting inside his mouth, and we're going to put his little hat on there. Okay, and let his hat come down and touch the ground like that, like he's singing back. So, and I'm wiggling. So it's now in this particular case, I want to see that part. I want to see where the hat touches the head. So I'm going to come in here with this little tool of any sort. I'm just going to draw a line there so you can definitely see that it's a separate piece. Oftentimes we smooth stuff together. In this case, we want to definitely see that it's a separate piece. Okay, so there's this little hat right there. And we'll put stripes on that so you'll know what it is. I would think the only other thing we need, and we'll try this, I don't know if it'll work, would be a songbook of some sort. So I'll start with a piece of clay here, make a ball out of it. Okay, smack it down on the table a couple of times. Okay, I'm going to bang it out like this, pretty flat. Let's see what we can do. We're going to make this up as we go. So I know songbooks are square, so I'm going to square this off with my needle tool like that. Give the pages a little square edge like this and like this. And then I'm going to bend it to look like a book. So I'm going to score it sort of part way through like that. And I'm going to bend it up like this. Oh, I like that. It worked. Okay, again, I'm going to make it a little bit deeper scoring. I'm not going to cut all the way through. See, I've cut most of the way through. I might even put a little bit of water in there so it'll stick to itself. I'm going to put it in an angle just like this. Okay. So, and beware of these sharp edges. They're not sharp now, but these small edges will be very sharp. So in this particular case, I'm going to take some water and smooth all those. Oh, I broke it. Well, that's okay. Clay sticks to itself. Come back and just stick it back together like that, smooth it over, and you have no idea that I just broke it. Okay, so there's his little songbook. Let's see how we can make that work. It doesn't have any arms, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, let's try it and see what it does. Oh yeah, I like it. Then what we'll do is when we glaze that later on, I'm going to put a crease where the pages would be. Glaze it later on, we'll paint in a little note right there. So here you have a guy that has no hands or body, because I don't like hands or bodies. We'll stick that to his feet. Here's going to be our little Christmas caroler guy. He's going to have on a red and white striped hat, which will show you. He's got his little tongue there for singing, and he's got a little songbook there balanced on his feet, because that's how he sings. Okay, so there's your Christmas caroler monster. Never made one of those before, so that worked out pretty well.